It's week 2 of the 2030 season, and we'll see the Steelers, leader at quarterback. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Steelers and the Browns, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you got quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. Returns looking good so far. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And we will get a look at their 6th-year signal caller.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. And his first pass falls incomplete. Back to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Now here he goes. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
To throw it on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 36. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Quite the opening drive they've put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Judy there to grab it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he sails that one over the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. He'll throw it yet again. Forced out to his right. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Browns finish up an excellent opening series. That one right down the middle. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Has this at the 6. And look at this return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
Hey, it's very easy for me to use all these psychological cliches, Kate, right? You gotta flush it. You gotta play one play at a time. You gotta flush last week's 5-interception performance, but the reality is you gotta be in the moment. You can't even be thinking about last week. You gotta think about every play, guard that ball with everything you got, and most importantly, help your team find a W.
A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Pass play coming here. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 42. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Browns will take over as he records an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
The majority have got to do some damage.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They're going play action. Catch is made by the rookie for the Steelers side of the field. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. The gun, they'll give it to him inside. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Throwing the out route complete. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. They'll throw it again. Connection made to Judy. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Browns a 1st. From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal. They are throwing it again. And he has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their second drive of the game. And I know it's early, Brock, but you can almost feel that they need some points to keep this lead from getting out of control and build up their confidence. That's complete inside the 35. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers lower the deficit to a single possession. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Back out now comes the Browns offense. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Finds him over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Hand off to the back. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it'll be third down. Now, Brock, we get a look at their draft class from this year. A group that, regardless of reviews around the league, they are very happy with.
Well beyond the physical traits, there are certain types of players teams...
And not his best punt here. He drops it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Fryermuth there to bring it in. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd down from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. It's a 14-7 game. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 48. Caught by Freiermuth. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 2nd and 8. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Gibbs now from the gun. And he's able to drive them forward into the red zone. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Another one for Gibbs. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers can tie it up in a 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 2nd and 3 now. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. From the 37. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. He'll throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's 2nd down coming up. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Steelers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field, Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Throwing from near his own goal line. Getting out to his left. He slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Here's the snap on fourth. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
This one's caught. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. So from the 3, here's second and goal. Setting up a throw. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Browns take a second quarter lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. He fields it from the 8. And this return gets to the 30 before he's stopped. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive. Not sure we're going to see that call come out here again. It is caught left side. And he'll get it up to the 44. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Steelers first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Oh, he fumbles it. They might give it right back. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Gibbs. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll throw it. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Hey! First and 10, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again, following the sack. That one's complete over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. From the gun on third down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. Looking to the air here. He's on the move. He can run it. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Browns a first. Pass play now. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field.
That's a Cleveland touchdown. To rock this offense, looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns double their lead to 14. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Steelers getting to take the field one more time here in the half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing now on 1st down. He beams one deep right side. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
He's going deep this time. This is caught inside the 15. So that's halftime here in this one. The Browns on the road, but currently in front. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
Okay, Kate, back to you and Brock in just a moment. But after a wild first weekend in the NFL, time to see if things will settle down as we take a quick look at what's happening here in Week 2. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, and it's the Bengals who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. The Bengals trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass there. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And at the half, they trail the visiting Jets in that ball game. Justin Fields, a touchdown pass in that first half. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Steelers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And I don't think we can really call these highlights, partner. Shall we just call them replays as we re-examine his performance so far in this one? 3 interceptions mixed in among his work. It's really limited a lot of what he's been able to do out there. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Tackle made by Chris Abrams-Drain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. Back now, pressure on its way. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the... Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Judy there to grab it. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. And the Steelers going for the dive look on 3rd down. Looking for a throw here. Catch made left side by Judy. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The Browns are lined up to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Back to throw now. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Punting unit out now. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. First and 10 from the 41. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Third down from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner with the INT. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel that, Kate. He's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
Second down now, 7 to go. Again, it's Gibbs. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Freiermuth there to bring it in.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. All right, set now, 1st and 10. A give to Gibbs. And he's able to drive them forward into the red zone. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. They're going play action. He's got a man left. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. They're now set for 1st and 10. Pickens, the motion man right. Running it with Gibbs. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Gibbs is across the line for the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able.
Turn coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They're throwing it. Completed over the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. New set it down, score him at the 38. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. The ball's out, he lost it. And they pick it up, time to push for that marker. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Throwing from the gun. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
This play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The Steelers and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they need to get 4 on third down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They're out and set, first and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Finds him over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Second and 3 now. From the 21. Finds him on the slant. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're left with third and goal. He's going to throw this one. On the move, hit it right. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. And a field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. And after that last-second score in the third, we'll resume play with a kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Returns looking good so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. Caught by Freiermuth. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 48. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That is caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow! And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Gibbs on the carry. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. And we'll pause now. Looks like we had an injury on the play. Working to identify who it was. And yeah, it's Jahmyr Gibbs who's getting looked at by the trainers. Irvin here from the gun. And he's into the red zone on that run, down to the 18. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. All set up now for 1st and 10. They send him left out of the slot. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Has this at the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers have to determine how severe this may be. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Escapes out to the left. He's going to keep it this time.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. what a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Calling no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. They send the tight end in motion. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Here's a throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 2nd and 3 now. Back to throw. Caught by the open man. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns make it a 9-point advantage. That one right down the middle. And the Browns make it a 10-point ball game. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. His return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Pass play coming here. Forced out to his right. He's on the move. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Throwing now on 1st down. They shot his shot, Brock, but they couldn't connect.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Second and 10 now. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Browns take over as he ties the single-game record with 4 interceptions. I suppose we shouldn't be... The Browns will take this win home with them. And they can...